Rail fanning on BNSF's Emporia subdivision often brings all or nothing, and a great example of this was the evening of June 16th, 2026. I was trackside with the goal of seeing a BNSF Intermodal with a CPKC paint leader. As I would soon find out, the CPKC leader wasn't the only uncommon train on the way. The second engine on this train, BNSF 107, is notable for being a wide cab version of a GP60. These engines are most often found on the West Coast, so it's quite uncommon to see one as far east as Kansas City. This was a very well-timed train meet between a light power move and a mixed freight train running from Clovis, New Mexico to Kansas City. Notable on the mixed freight were two former Burlington Northern engines, one of which still wearing Cascade green paint. Following a couple more westbounds and a couple more hours of waiting, CP 8108 West finally arrived. Two days later, on the 18th, I returned trackside to see the first Ferrosur locomotive in the US in many years. Ferrosur is owned by the same company as Ferromex and operates rail lines in southern Mexico. This railroad is so far south that Ferrosur locomotives never appear in the US as foreign power. This locomotive was an exception, as it was the first Ferrosur AC-44 locomotive to be sent to Wabtec in Fort Worth, Texas to be rebuilt. During its time on the BNSF, Norfolk Southern 4001 ended up being assigned to a coal train that runs through Kansas City. While the train was empty, 4001 was one of only two engines on the end of the train. Once the train was loaded and required a third locomotive on the end, another locomotive was added to the train, which just so happened to be a 25th anniversary unit. This resulted in quite a bizarre pair of engines on the end of a southbound coal train at Olathe, Kansas on June 20th.